Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I see you now, too.
Alright.
That was weird. Yeah, it's still a little jumpy, but hopefully it resolves. I see you going up in the Lost Woods now.
Yeah.
How bizarre. Anyways, we're good. So we got 3 bombs. That's enough to clear Kakariko. So we're good there.
I got enough to pay the bottle vendor.
Perfect.
Yeah, one of the things that I'm wanting to practice is doing bombs only in Escape. If I ever happen to be in an opportunity where I have 10 or so bombs. Just be able to clear out Escape without a sword, but with bombs instead.
Okay. Yeah, I sent in the raise time just in case Vortex is there that your internet just reloaded.
Okay.
It does say you're live now, so it should be fixing. What do we got? We got Fire Rod, we got Sword. Is that all we've got so far?
That's all we've picked up in here, yes.
Anything in Links or Uncles that was worth mentioning?
I mean, I got bombs and a heart container.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we definitely have enough money now for bottle vendor and to buy a new pack of bombs if we need to.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, I just got the ice rod.
Okay. Ice rod. Fire rod and ice rod early on. That's interesting. Okay, so we're good on bombs, so we don't have to buy more bombs.
Yeah.
God, it'd be nice if we could get some full magic. If we could fill up our magic somehow. You do have a sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think from here, once we're done with this, we run down to South Shore, just a pretty standard opening. Maybe try to find, hopefully maybe find a magic along the way, because if we have Fire Rod, we can do Escape really quick.
Well, with the sword, I'm actually comfortable doing Escape in the dark.
I don't think we do Dark Cross. And I don't think we were doing Zora this early anyway, so I think we check what these are, save and quit, and we just go do the generic South Shore check of just damn to all that. If we find a glove or something, then ooh, Red Cane, that's good to know.
Yeah, that is good to know. There we go.
And then, did you do a map check or no?
I haven't done it yet. Alright, so
okay. Desert is our pendant.
Desert's the pendant.
Yep. Yeah, let's see what this is, and then yeah, let's just save and quit to South Shore.
Yeah, won't worry about that one.
Interesting start with the Fire Rod Ice Rod combo.
Yeah. So what's that making you think?
Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Fire Rod early makes me think Skullwoods or Ice Palace, but unless the seed like really force feeds us a bunch of items, we need Titan's mitts and hammer and medallion and all that stuff to get up there. So I'd grab those.
Yeah.
I'd grab those when you leave here.
Yeah.
Unless these are bombs. Ooh. Red potion. That's nice to have.
It is. It didn't help me out in my fight against Mothel in the bi-weekly scene my first time through, but I tried.
That's fair.
Nope. I don't
Cool.
need crabs right now.
Yeah. You can use spin slashes. You can also use some bombs if you want to try to like play it safe. You can also use your fire rod. The biggest thing is just don't let him knock you in the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, he's stuck.
Hey, if that works in my favor, I'll take it. There we go.
Cool. Now let's check these items. Bow, glove, glove,
Okay.
money, bombs. Okay, so bow, glove. That's a thing.
I've never had a seed that's given me both
Them
gloves
right
in the
beside each
same-
other?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's, as we walk over this way, grab that heart, yeah. Let's be careful, because we can take 2 hits from crabs now. Yeah, I think we do Ice Rod Cave, and then I think we're gonna save and quit and do Eastern.
Okay.
As long as you're comfortable with the dark rooms in there.
Yeah, I am. Those are actually the first. That and Death Mountain were the first dark rooms that I learned.
Sorry if you hear me chewing in the background. My wife just brought me dinner.
Oh, no worries.
Our lasagna was a little delayed. Yep, let's save and quit the Eastern.
Alright. Should I see what's on the Lake Hylia island?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Since I'm going that way anyways.
Yeah, you could take a peek. We could take a little peek. Good information to have.
Alright, not worth it.
Nope.
You guys are truly a testament to your masters. I'll just say that.
Alright. So we got bombs for this, and then the nice thing is that even with dark rooms, we do have a
We do have
red potion.
Yeah, and we also do have the fire rod, so we've got a source for the more tricky dark room.
Yeah. Hey, Moon Pearl. Got another bottle. Perfect. So far, so good. In a perfect world, we find 2 swords to get tempered and then go do Moth.
That would be nice.
Or at least some mail and some hearts or something. But the Titan's mitts and Fire Rod early tell me a lot that Ice Palace might be important.
Yeah. Because even if it came down to it, we could fake Flipper over there.
Mm-hmm. We need the hammer to beat it, so
Yeah, that's true.
we're not in a rush, but it does tell me that Ice Palace is a place of interest for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's nice to find.
I love it when I can get through that before the big one shows up.
Yeah, that's always good. Bottom one has a heart. Yep, you already know. All right. So do you feel like You're an aggressive. Ooh, very nice. Do you feel like you're an aggressive? Like, want to try aggressive plays? Do you want to try like safe plays? How do you feel like as a like? What makes you comfortable when you're racing?
Honestly, it's just kind of up to each individual decision. I mean, I decided to make an aggressive play and go after Mothula without half magic, green mail, and the fighter sword, and 1 red potion, and that came back to bite me.
Yeah.
So.
More so, let's see what this item is, because if there's a 50-50 shot for boss or... Oh, okay. I'm going to say we don't check the vanilla big key chest no matter what. We've already found 2 pretty good items back here. I mean, check the big chest, because if this is an item, we're just going to the boss anyway. But I kind of feel like we bail. Yeah, let's boss. Woohoo! We get a God Eastern. How lovely. That's awesome. Yeah, let's switch to Fire Rod and then just light that room up and burn through it. This is perfect.
Burn through it, literally.
We have silvers all game. That's nice.
That is nice. All right, you guys. Let me get my
Yep,
key.
we're good. We are golden.
I like having silvers this early.
Mm-hmm. It's going to make Armos feel real fast.
Yeah, it will.
And half magic, like, both of those things are really nice to have, especially if we want to do like an early moth play. Having half magic is huge.
Yeah. You.
And these guys only take 1 shot now.
Yay.
Just go, yeah.
Yep.
We don't need more arrows. We only need a few for this.
We only need at least 6.
Nice, very clean. Very clean. Okay, let's save and quit and do back of escape.
Alright. So I think one thing that you may have missed is I did pick up the map in the sanctuary.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do the back of escape. I will say, anytime you're doing back of escape, don't worry about getting healed up, because you're just gonna fall down and save and quit anyway.
Okay.
Saves you just a couple of seconds when you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good here. If we find the key... Nah, I still don't think we do it. Do Dark Cross later. Okay, save and quit again. Back to Sanctuary and let's go to the Dark World.
Alright. Should we see what Bottle Kid has since we're heading to Kakariko again?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, see what Sick Kid has, then go to the Dark World. And then we'll do a map check. If Thieves Town, I kind of feel like we may want to orphan for a minute just because we don't have hammer, but honestly, if we could get like a sword upgrade and blue mail, I think we might go do moth.
Okay.
If you're comfortable with it, but we can also always put off moth.
I mean, with a sword upgrade and the blue mail, I would be pretty comfortable taking out moth.
Yeah. Okay, so we did that. Yep. Yeah, Dark World. Since we have the Fire Rod to take out Moth, I don't want to go and check Skull Woods yet. We'll just do that when we decide to go do Moth.
Okay.
So let's do this. Let's do a map check to see what the crystals and stuff are in the Dark World, and head back towards Village to start off at least.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thieves Town Skull Woods are our 5-6. Wow.
All right.
Yep. Hoo-wee.
So Ice Palace could be important, but that doesn't...
Yeah, go left to chest game.
Right.
Yeah. I am wondering.
Should I check the first 4 in Thieves Town?
Yes, you should. Yeah, we'll check the first 4 and then take a death warp. Thieves Town and Moth. Like, we can beat both of those, which means we can get our big bomb already.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have a way to take it over to the actual location without a hammer. Which, that's another thing that's interesting to me, is the seed giving us like early access to 5-6 crystals.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that that's a little strange. I kind of look for things that aren't normal and based my route a little bit off of, you know, what are some weird things that have happened that don't normally happen to me, and what is the game trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just take a death warp after this. That is something that it might be trying to tell us.
Yeah, because that would give us Agaplay.
We need a lamp still. Okay, yeah. We're not doing the back because there's 3 items back there and we don't have the hammer.
Yeah. Alright, come on, you guys.
Yep. So yeah, let's finish clearing up the, ooh.
What you think?
Yeah, let's finish clearing, Bumper Cave.
Yeah.
But let's finish clearing Village of Outcasts. Let's do it kind of normal. I think we finish clearing Village of Outcasts. I think we do Dig Game. And then I think we do grab the Smith and go do Stumpy and Hype Cave.
Okay.
And then we save and quit, bring the Smith back. We'll go back to the Dark World. And hopefully by then we'll have enough equipment to want to go up into the Skull Woods area.
All right.
But the cape is also nice with half magic because that's survivability on Moth. Like if we find Master Sword and cape, that's like extra way to live. I would love some more if you don't mind.
So digging before picking up.
Yep, you have to.
Yeah.
If you have the Smith, it won't let you do the dig game. So
yeah.
We did Sea House, we did that. We know there's 3 items in Thieves Town. We know it's a crystal, so we don't necessarily want to dive it yet. But I think this is the better play to be safe. Like the aggressive play would be let's just do Skull Woods and like Fighter Sword Skull Woods with a cape.
Yeah, I don't think I would, even with the cape, that would be pretty clutch for me.
Yeah, we would have to, if we had a green potion, I'd be a little more tempted.
So now grab Smith and
then
head
grab
over
Smith.
to Stumpy.
Yep, Smith, then Stumpy, then Hype Cave, and then we'll probably, depending on what's there,
I mean, regardless, we're gonna have to take the blacksmith back.
Well, if we get a hammer, we could go straight to Pod, and the monkey will eat the blacksmith.
I've never seen that before. That'd be fun to see.
Yeah, so if we get hammer, depends on how much you like Dark Pod Basement, but with a fire rod, it's not the worst thing that's ever existed.
Yeah, I've done Dark Basement. Fire rod definitely helps. But where I've practiced the most has been the Dark Maze.
Yeah.
No, I don't need you coming after me. You can just go do your own thing over there. I hate it when these guys converge when I'm trying to place a bomb over here.
Right. Okay. Hookshot. Flippers. All right, let's save and quit. We got to bring that Smith back.
All right.
God, I really like the Ice Palace play. It's such a gamble, but my God, do I like it. Let's see. With Flipper's Hookshot, I mean, that Flipper's Hookshot Titan's Mitts Fire Rod, like, that's giving you everything in ice, except for the hammer-locked things. Like, I know it's dependent and all, and I don't know if it's worth gambling yet, but boy, oh boy, is it tempting. Our options are either try to take a risk and do Ice Palace, or let's sequence break up to Death Mountain and do all the stuff up there. Those are our two highest item density kind of checks. We could also do the Front of Escape if you wanted, but I'd rather loop the Front of Escape in at this point with Big Bomb if we can.
Okay. Oh, we did that. Well,
let's do
Death Mountain.
Okay.
I'm fine going up to Death Mountain.
All right.
It depends on. Actually, it does depend on how nice the dead rocks and boulders are.
Yeah, because we'll be able to route this in really nice later. It'd be nice to find a mirror up on Death Mountain or something. Because we have to remember, there's always a possibility that, like, Lamp was in Front of Escape or something like that, too.
Yeah.
Check Lumberjack while we're here.
Okay.
It's probably the best time to do it.
You're gonna give me magic. Alright.
That's good to know, at least.
Yeah. That's a
Shovel.
Alright.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I don't like it when there's an item that I could potentially use in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's go up the mountain. We can at least get those checks done. We can do both the light and dark world since we have Titan's Mitts, so there's a lot of checks up here that we can do.
Yeah. Grab Gary. Get hit by a bat.
Yeah. Let's go up to Spectacle Rock and see what's up there first, and then Hookshot over. Oh, nice dead rocks. The other nice thing about this is that we're pretty much gonna, after we do this play, like, probably very likely that we're gonna do the Skull Woods and Thieves Town play pretty soon. And so doing this is kind of nice because even if it's out of logic, we might find hearts and nail and swords and stuff up here that make that later play a little bit more comfortable for us.
Yeah.
Especially with both the Light World and Dark World checks here, like, that's nice.
Okay, there's Quake up there.
Okay.
And
That's nothing.
nothing useful there.
Okay.
You guys are being incredibly nice right now, I have to say.
Yeah, we want to do all the Light World checks, then all the Dark World checks. I'm really hoping for, like, Master Sword Blue Mail, because that makes the Skull Woods play, like, super nice.
Oh, well, there's
Hey, Blue Mail! Perfect. Now all we need is that Master Tempered Sword combo up here.
I mean, they were kind enough to give us gold gloves in the same spot.
That's true. That is true. Hey! Perfect.
Yeah.
And tempered. Damn. Okay.
I guess I was hoping for too much.
A little bit. And we gotta go over and do Spiral. And then we'll go back Super Bunny, back up to Hookshot, and check out what the Medallion of TR is.
Yeah.
Yep, check those.
All right.
Nothing.
Rupees.
Nothing
worthwhile.
Yeah, the only thing that deviates our current route, because once we're done and we check the Turtle Rock Medallion, we're going to just save and quit.
Okay.
Well, actually, what you should do is check Turtle Rock Medallion, then do Hookshot Cave, then do Super Bunny Cave, and save and quit from Super Bunny.
I was going to say, we can check those.
Yeah, but if we find a mirror, we're doing Hera.
Okay.
But other than that, our plan is to do all of that stuff, and then now with Half Magic and the Cape, I think we can go do Skull Woods after this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, we got Cape, we got Master Sword, which you can charge up spin slashes with. We got Fire Rod and Half Magic. We got plenty of safety.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel. Go left and down.
Oh,
Down.
Right. Grab this one. I'm used to going up top.
Yeah. Yep, we don't have the hammer, so we can't do that one.
That's right.
Then clip this one, and then if you don't know the clip for the second one, just go up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know the clip for that one.
Yeah. That's fine. But yeah, I think we check the Turtle Rock Medallion, and then let's do Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave, and then save and quit from there.
All right.
Again, we'll change that if we get mirror, but hey, another bottle. Hey, more bombs.
I love it when the enemies just fall off of their own gumption.
Yeah, so we'll check this into Turtle Rock, and then save and quit, and we'll go and do Bumper Ledge and then Skull Woods.
Okay. Love getting those 1 rupee treasures.
Ooh, hammer!
Nice.
Boom! Get on my level. It's Ice Palace time. Okay, save and quit.
All right.
Yep. Because now we can do Thieves Town. Let's do both Skull Woods and Thieves Town.
All right.
Woo! And all of that was out of logic. But that's fine. We can do Tower of Hera, but without a mirror. Like, there's so few items there compared to over here.
Yeah.
I like this route more. Honestly, I really like this route. Because we're going to go Skull Woods, or check Bumper Ledge to Skull Woods to Thieves Town.
Or we could do Thieves Town to Skull Woods to Bumper Ledge, since we're already going to be closer to Thieves Town. I think that's less of a walk.
Okay. We can do that. I was thinking Thieves Town last so that we could grab Purple Chest, but that's fine.
Oh, that is true.
It's fine. You're already here. Let's beat Thieves Town.
Oh, good. You didn't want to walk over towards me. I like it when you guys play nice like that.
And then with the hammer, our game plan, honestly, is save and quit after we do this kind of area. Gosh. The only thing about this route is it orphans Purple Chest a little bit, but that's okay.
Well, maybe we'll get the boots and I can just quickly dash over and do Purple Chest.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is I want to after. You know what? We may just do it after Skull Woods. After Skull Woods, we may just walk back to Purple Chest and do Purple Chest and Hammer Pegs.
Okay.
Turn in Purple Chest and then go to the Dark World in 4 because we have Hammer now. Grab the Big Bomb. Go do Big Bomb, Pyramid, into Pod.
Okay.
And then if all of that is garbage, Ice Palace.
You really want to do that Ice Palace play, don't you?
It's really screaming to go to Ice Palace. The seed is trying real hard to... Maybe it knows. Maybe it's trying to tempt me. It knows that I like my Ice Palace plays. Yeah, this is nice, though, because we have plenty of safety for this. So, like, there's a little bit of comfort in knowing, like, if my opponent risks doing Thieves Town and all that early, like, decent chance, like, you might die. Like, by us sequence breaking the mountain, that's something that they're going to have to do anyway, but we're going to be, like, super geared up for all of this stuff, so we should be fine.
Well, being able to combine light and dark at the same time.
Yeah, Death Mountain was just loaded.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't get a ton of items, we did get a ton of safeties.
Mm-hmm.
And the hammer is also obviously huge, because now we just can do Thieves Town in full. We don't have to worry about it. Damn it. I was really hoping that was a small key so that the hammer was needed. Okay, we're fine. It's fine though. There'll be an item on blind.
Unless it's the key on blind.
The key can't be on blind.
Oh, it can't?
No.
No. Alright.
And you grabbed the small key, right? From the hallway or from the long hallway here?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Because that would be a goof. That could really ruin us. Like if that right key there was not there, that would be bad. But blind can't ever have the small key.
Okay. I guess
Logically,
I'm a little too used to like the one key sanity seed that my wife created for me. Keys could be anywhere.
yeah, no. In that they can be, but in this, the way the logic works, if you put a small key on blind, there's a way to lock yourself out of the dungeon.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So that didn't have Jack, but that's fine.
We needed to clear it anyways.
Yep. So let's go up and check Bumper Ledge.
Upper Ledge to Skull Woods.
We might just leave Purple Chest and Pegs for now.
Okay.
Come back to them later.
I mean, as soon as we get the flute, it's pretty easy to go back and check those.
Yeah.
And with Myers being a crystal, that means we have to get that.
Okay, fail. Yeah, let's do Skull Woods, and then, I say we do back to front, and go and just beat the boss first, and then work our way forward.
Until we
That'll also give us... Yeah, because if we get the second item in the front here, then maybe it's worth it to just go grab Hammer Pegs and Purple Chest. You know, if we get both items in the back, it's probably not worth the time sink to come back up to the front here. But that's what I would recommend. Is let's just run to the back, beat Moth. Especially because we have Fire Rod and Cape and half magic. Like, we should be fine. Grab the small key. Yep, beautiful.
Where is it? There it is.
Hey, useless. That'll work. Nice, full magic, just what we wanted.
Yeah.
We're fully topped. We just got to kill one skeleton boy and get to the boss, and we've got full magic for that. So the Master Sword spins do tempered damage. So if you get 3 spins off, it does kill Moth.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think it's 8 slashes or something like that.
How many fire rod hits?
8. Also 8.
Okay.
The fire rod and tempered do the same.
Alright, one of those must have knocked him into a spike. Alright.
Yeah, live fire.
Stop hiding out in those corners. There we go.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Alright, so...
Nothing there, so we start working our way forward. But at least we got the big key, so
yeah.
that's nice.
So since we're doing this route anyways, you want to route in purple chest?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Looks like your internet's gonna stay again.
My internet's lagging again.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what we're doing at this point. We'll just wait for it to come back. Oh no, it's just Discord on my end. That's weird. Twitch stream's fine. That's strange.
Alright.
That's fine. I could watch you on Twitch until it catches back up. There we go. It's back. Okay. If you want, just fall down the flowers here. If you want to, if you're not comfortable with the bomb jump to the big chest.
Yeah. I've been less than successful at that.
Yeah, so let's just fall down here because we can hook shot across after doing this. And this might be the second item since that big key was locked back there, so. Hey, okay, let's hook shot across. And let's leave. Let's go do hammer, pegs, and purple chest real quick.
Alright. So without the boots, can you really do the hammer pegs real quick?
No. Not really. We'll do hammer pegs, we'll pick up purple chest, and then we'll literally turn right back around from purple chest, go to the dark world, grab the big bomb, and head up to pyramid.
Okay.
Obviously, the most optimal route would be with the flute, but this is still pretty good. We got 3 crystals at 40 minutes. That's all right. We're gonna get a 4th one when we go to pod, so.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not worth it.
Useless. It's fine.
So grab this, save and quit.
Yep. Save and quit, Link's house.
Yep. Alright.
Honestly, this may be a good time to check Agina's cave.
Okay.
And then we'll just save and quit again to Link's house and go to the dark world. Because in a perfect world, we're not really going to come back over to the desert area until we have flute. We don't know when that might be. You know, we don't know what's in that Agina cave. This is the closest we're going to be to it probably ever again in this seed unless we have to walk there. So I think we just do it. Then we save and quit back to dark world from there. Okay. That's fine. We're being very thorough in our routing, which is good because we've done it pretty efficiently. We haven't had to like take any huge risks. That Death Mountain climb wasn't even really a risk as much as just we wanted more safety for the dungeons. So, in a perfect world, like if this was boots, that would be pretty big actually.
Do we want to see what's on the ledge or save that for later?
Not now because we skipped it. So let's just save and quit.
All right.
Usually, if you're gonna check ledge, you do it before the walk to Agina. So that's fine. Yep, let's just go to your house, go to the Dark World, grab the big bomb, which we have money for, and then we'll loop that into pod. And again, with half magic, fire rod, the basement of pod, though not super fun, should be doable. And didn't you say you had dark room? Did you say you had dark rooms ready to go, or do you need them?
The dark maze, last time I tried going back through that, I ended up getting stuck. Okay. So having that available would be handy. The others I'm pretty good with.
Okay. You know how to go through the dark maze the front way, though?
Yes.
So maybe we just do that one last, and we, what do you call it? Take a death port from there.
Okay.
When we get to that point.
Alright, you guys. Stop crowding me.
If we don't find the lamp, like, beforehand. Because there's a possibility lamp could be an ice palace. Boom.
Not worth it.
Nope. Also not really worth it. Okay, let's go over to pod. Ooh, and a green potion to refill our magic. That's beautiful. That makes life even nicer. Yeah, I will recommend, like, for your last couple matches, anytime you're doing a race, it's good just to have a Chrome browser up with all the dark rooms.
Okay. You see,
just because...
I'm never certain if that's, like, allowed.
It is. Yeah, okay. You can have references. You can have darkroom references. It feels cheaty, but, like, a lot of people think a tracker is cheaty, so... It is allowed. And pod is a crystal. We're not doing this for nothing, just double checking. Because I've done that before, where you beat Trinet or beat Helmasaur, and all of a sudden you're like, why do I have a yellow or a red pendant in my hand? Because we still don't logically have a way up to Death Mountain for all that stuff we found for the hammer.
Yeah.
So that means that Tower of Hera definitely isn't going to have lamp. We still have Escape, which we probably don't want to orphan forever. We also have the Zora checks, which we don't want to orphan forever. Yeah. But we'll probably do the Zora checks with Ice Palace, honestly. With that small key, let's go through the middle.
Okay.
And then go to the right. Don't fall off here. Go straight through to the right and see what's in
on the bridge.
Yep, because if that's a small key, then we come back and do the bombable floor.
Okay.
And use your bomb here to blow a hole in the wall on the right. While you're here. Yep, and then just go down. And now we bomb the floor on the left side.
So if that one is a key, then that means that there's something to be found over here.
Not necessarily, but odds are that's a key, and this is faster routing because after we do this, we'll check that top chest, we'll jump down to the chest on the other side, and the portal that takes us to will take us right to the portal area we need to go for Bowlock's side.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit more efficient routing.
Gotcha.
If you find ether. Okay. So that's one of our 2 items in the front here. Big key. Come on. Damn it. Okay, so big key's in the back. That's fine. Yep, and then just take that portal, bomb the wall, and now you're already on Bowlock's side, so you don't have to walk down those stairs. Yeah. That's why you do it that way.
Okay.
You will want to actually keep your bombs out.
I just do it to take those guys out because they harass me every time I walk through.
Yeah. That's fine. It is faster to try to avoid them, but again, that's like a second save, not like a big time save. Whee! And since you already blew open this door, you can just go through it. Also speeds up this routing. Even though we know these are both small keys, that's still good to know.
Yeah.
Hammer, yeah. So... we need to throw a bomb, so you may just want to kill these guys.
Yeah. I hate those red ones.
Yep. So yeah, we'll just throw a bomb over here. I would go... yeah, that's fine. We'll do the dark maze last. This room, if you press down right and then after a second press up and shoot the fire rod, you'll light the torch.
Okay.
Just press down right for a second. No, like hug the wall and then aim up and shoot it.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
Piece of heart. Small key. Pretty sure logically the chest below us has to be a small key too, but let's just check it just to be sure.
Right.
I'm doubting my key logic here. I'm pretty sure this has to be a small key. In fact, I'm almost positive of it. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go left. Start to take hits so that your health goes down a little bit.
Okay. Makes the death warp easier.
Mm-hmm. Because in this room, it's kind of hard to get hit, so we want to start to take hits, like, as much as we can.
Oh, am I not there?
You seem to be there. No, you were there.
There we go. Alright, what am I getting stuck on?
There we go. There we go. Nice.
Too far.
It's fine.
Nope, didn't want to grab that.
Left. I think you're a level too high. You need to go down and left.
Oh, there we go.
Down and left. No, there it is. Garbage. That's fine. No!
Great.
Okay, now we're just gonna try to get hit as much as we can.
Yeah. Alright. When are you guys gonna, like, set...
So go here. I'm gonna try to help you walk out. So walk up, left, and then left, down, left, up, right, up, left, up and left a little bit more. Okay, that should, yep, and then over, down. It's fine if we die. We're at least trying to get out of here when, oh, we killed him. Ooh. Fire. Yes. Yes. We died. All right, let's go to the boss.
All right, sounds like a plan.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, is we had a lot of health, so it was like, if we get out of here, we just get out of here.
Yeah.
But on the way, try to die. It's fine.
That is so counterintuitive to how I usually play these games. It's funny.
Yep, we need to hit this switch however you are most comfortable. And go. I'd grab the 3 hearts on the left, just because we're doing the dark room. We do have a red potion and a blue potion, so it's good to keep that in mind too.
Actually,
that we have both.
green.
Sorry, you're right. Red and green. That's what I meant.
Red, green, and a bee.
Yeah.
I'm used to having blues.
So we're fine. Yeah, we'll go through here. Yeah, so this first room we're gonna just press left hammer and then all of that. The only hard room is the dark turtle room.
Yeah,
and with that,
that's the one that I can try and hit a torch with the fire rod.
Yeah, so with that one, we're gonna, when we first walk in, we're gonna just like wait barely a second, walk forward and hit your hammer on the ground. Mm-hmm. And then use, when we get to that turtle room, and then use ether. Okay. To try to kill a few of them so they're not in the way.
Gotcha.
So switch to your hammer. Walk forward, hammer, ether. And then once we get those guys, they'll probably be frozen. It might give us a little bit. There we go, they're dead. So that was 4 of them. So left and hammer down. There we go. Boom. Super easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Boom. It's like you're a pro racing this. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm gonna go take a break. You got this, Seed. I honestly don't know if you would have done that room any faster with the lamp.
Yeah.
That was a really fast room. So that was good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. One more. Boom. Spin and 7 slashes. 5, 6, 7. Oh, that works too. I must have miscounted. Cool. Pod's done.
Nice.
From this point, ooh, bombos. Save and quit.
That gives us Turtle Rock entrance.
Yes, it does. Yeah, we need boots.
Yeah.
So I think from here we save and quit, and we do Link's house. And I think we're gonna check escape. All right. And then if nothing's an escape, we're gonna check the Hobo to Zora area.
Okay.
And then if nothing's in Hobo to Zora area, we might dive ice, because I don't really want to go back up to Turtle Rock without being able to do Hera too.
Yeah.
Or I mean to Hera without being able to do Turtle Rock. So we're boots away from being able to do Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
And so I want to loop Hera and Turtle Rock together. And right now we still don't have logical access to the mountain.
Yeah.
And have we found both map and small key? Just map, right?
I think just map, yeah.
Okay. So we're hoping for no small key. If we find a small key, we may want to take some damage here and set up a death warp and then just go check Dark Cross. Fudge.
Alright.
But it's up to you if you're comfortable doing Dark Cross.
I mean, I've practiced that quite a bit.
So yeah, I think that maybe we, when we get to that basement room, use the hook shot, stun the green guard. We'll kill the ball and chain guard with the silver arrows, and then we'll let that green guard kill us, and then we'll go do Dark Cross.
All right.
and then save and quit to your house again where we can do Zora. If there's nothing here. If there's something here, obviously if boots are here, we're going right over and grabbing that red cane and going and doing Hera into Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Hey! Logic! We're back in Logic!
Imagine that.
Amazing! It's been here the whole time.
I don't feel like I've suffered too much by not having it.
We haven't at all.
Actually, your advice on the Dark Turtle room was very well appreciated.
Yeah, stun that guy. Murder with silver arrows. It's just an easy way to do it, because if you can knock the 4 turtles over and then ether them to death, if you have ether or bombos, yeah, and then just let him kill you, because he'll do half a heart of damage no matter what your male level is, which is nice. If you could kill some of those turtles, you just get their bodies out of the way while you're trying to shoot that fire rod.
Yeah.
And if you time your hammer right, like you did there, you poof 4 of them right off the bat, which makes it a lot easier to kill them once you do, whatever words I'm trying to say. Okay. So we know there's an item back here. We know Aga has shovel, which sucks. Hopefully that never becomes a thing we have to be concerned with.
Hopefully.
It would be nice to find the boots or the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Either of those would be great. Save and quit. Ugh. Okay. Your house, Hobo, Zora area. And then the question just becomes, do you want to go up and do Tower of Hera and Spike Cave, or do you want to dip Ice Palace?
Since we're down here, I would say let's do Ice Palace. Because I can easily just warp back over here.
No, go to Hobo.
Oh, Hobo, right.
We're not going to be near Ice Palace, though. We're going to be up by Zora area.
But we can use the Whirlpool to come back over here.
We can, yeah. So if you want to do Ice Palace, that's a little bit more of the gamble. But again, I told you from the beginning that I felt like Ice Palace had something in it.
Yeah, but we have everything we need to complete Ice Palace.
Yep. And it's the green pendant, so we could go and turn that into.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, so let's finish up this Zora check and then save and quit Sanctuary, go get that flute.
Alright.
It doesn't do much for us now, but we can check Meyer Shed, and we can see what locks Meyer, which is very important information to have.
Mm-hmm.
And now with the flute, we can just flute back to 8 whenever we want and do ice real easily.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Honestly, this is one of those seeds where I feel like we're being very thorough and clearing everything out, but we're doing it very efficiently as we go through. Look! Hello. That's interesting. That's actually really nice, because now when we go and do Tower of Hera, we can actually read what's on the medallion.
Yeah.
Or we can actually get it. So that's good. Well, GG's. Honestly, when we activate the flute, let's jump down, see what's on Desert Ledge. Let's go into Desert and see if we can beat it. And then if we can't, let's just leave Desert and flute to check Meyer.
Okay.
Because with that book, we can check Desert too, and it might be boots locked, but it might also have the boots. And if it has the boots, we can get the red cane, and if we can get the red cane, we can maybe beat Meyer. So, save and quit, a Sanctuary flute. Gosh, I don't know when we're checking Catfish. Last? I think last is the answer.
That's what it's looking like at this point. It would have been nice to put Catfish and Zora together, but...
Yeah, the nice thing... Yeah, the nice thing is that we know where all the medallions are, so even if Meyer is Quake, we know where that is.
Yeah.
So at this point, like, I think we're legit Kane of Samaria go mode.
Yeah.
Which means we're Boots go mode. We potentially need the mirror for Quake.
Yeah.
I don't know, Desert is a crystal, what do you think? Or a pendant?
I mean, if we can get the, 2 items that are in there early on, I think that might be worth a check.
Okay, and we can see what's on the ledge. I think when we flute, we're going to see what's on the ledge anyway, so why don't we use the book just to take a peek?
Okay.
We can check, the first chest and what's Boots locked at least.
So Myers first, or?
No, Desert's first.
Yeah, because then we need to flip back. Alright, so that's
so that's nothing. Yeah. We'll just take a peek, see if we can do stuff in it. If we can, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll just walk out one of the exits and flute right back and do Meyer's Shed.
All right.
And then, I mean, honestly, we might just want to do Tower of Hera, even though it's slow, but our options are either gamble that Ice Palace has boots, or just go do Tower of Hera. Cool. That means we can get both items.
Yeah. And here's hoping that one's not on the boss.
Yeah, that would suck. So personally, I'm not a fan of checking that bonk torch first. I just check that room first.
Gotcha.
Because you're gonna find out if that bonk room is required by checking that chest anyway.
Oh yeah.
Right, because that chest is gonna give you a big key or a small key, so
Gotcha.
you're gonna at least know from that. So you don't have to check what's on the bonk torch until you come over to the big chest here.
See, that's logic I wasn't aware of. So that's good to know.
Boots, 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 boots.
That's what we're shooting for here.
Boots! Let's have both items right here. That'd be great.
That would be great.
Okay. I see you, game. That'll work. I think Tempered Sword is a fine little present to get for Diving Desert.
Yeah.
Hey, both items. Let's get out of here. So just go down.
Yeah.
And exit out the mouth, and then
flute.
Straight down here. Perfect. And then we'll flute. Let's check Meyer's Shed. And then honestly, I think we should do Tower of Hera and Spike Cave.
Okay. And Ether?
And Ether. I think since we chose to gamble on one pendant already, let's go beat a crystal before we gamble on another one.
All right.
Now the question becomes, if we can open this, do we dive Meyer? That's a big game. That's a big question.
I mean,
we can open it.
What we need.
I'm kind of tempted to dive Meyer.
I mean, we're here. I'm of the mindset may as well.
Yeah, let's gamble it. Let's do it.
I mean,
because
what exactly are we missing?
Boots.
Boots?
We need boots to get Red Cane.
Oh, that's right.
And we need Red Cane to beat Meyer. But we can dive in here and, if we find boots, that'll be huge. We can just save and quit out, go get Red Cane, and then we're in go mode.
Yeah.
So this is one of those times where it's like, okay, up to this point, the seed has been very linear. We kind of have to take a gamble somewhere. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got the Tempered Sword now. Meyer's a little bit safer to go into. Yeah, it's a big dungeon, but it's 2 items. You can find them. And Ice Palace, we don't have Samaria for Icebreaker, so maybe we don't want to do that yet.
Yeah.
And the other reason I'm saying that is because now that Flippers have unlocked Flute, ice isn't as juicy to me.
Oh, I see.
Because the flippers have served a purpose.
Okay.
And so my thought tangent of the flippers are serving a purpose, hook shot left against this wall. You can hook shot that wall. But the flippers have served a purpose, and that purpose was to get us flute. And it's like, okay, well now I kind of want to follow that flute trail and see what's happening there. And we know we're just hunting for the boots, and so at this point it's kind of just like, this sucks, but we're gonna hunt for the boots.
I mean, if we've checked all these things that have been in logic and out of logic, and still haven't found the boots, then that probably means the opponent hasn't found them either.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, at this point, if the boots are on Catfish or Ice Palace, that could be bad. But outside of that, like, boots could be on Ether Tablet, Hera, or Spike Cave. You may want to use your red potion if you take another hit.
Yeah.
Not quite yet, but...
I'm keeping an eye on my health. I know I can be pretty risky with it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, though. Okay, let's go right. Let's go check those chests, and we can check the big key chest. So let's go after this chest here. Let's go to the big key chest first, and then grab that last chest, and then I guess come back and do cutscene last if we don't find 2 items.
All right.
The nice thing is we've already done the Misery Mire big key hunt, so when we come back, we can just go straight to the boss.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if there was a way I could jump down there.
Nah, unfortunately not. And this is one of those things to where it's just like which gamble is going to pay off, because if we gamble Misery Mire and they gamble Ice Palace, like if one of them pays off, like boom, that's the winner. But if one of, and it just kind of sucks, but I like this gamble of, we were given Ether relatively early. We were given the flippers to go get the flute to come here. Like the Titan's mitts were right there too. All of this kind of lines up. So I do like...
Looks like we've got a cutscene.
Well, not for sure yet, but... Yeah, I think we do cutscene just because we'll at least know there's an item on the boss. And since we've made this gamble, I like seeing it through.
Yeah.
But then I do think after this we're going to have to, unfortunately, save and quit up the mountain and go the long way to Hera. Unless you want to just play it super kind of boots aggressive and say, well, I'm not going back up to Hera till I have to. Because we could do ice.
Oh, that is a good question. No, get out of the way. Face up, fire right.
If we find the mirror, we're checking ped, by the way.
Yeah.
If like we fall down here and find the mirror, we're checking ped, because if boots are on pedestal, we're in go mode.
Yeah,
Okay, just save and quit now. It's unfortunate. That was our gamble. It just didn't pay off. It happens.
All right, let's go ahead and do the mountain.
Okay. The kind of nice thing is by doing that while it's there is that this seed is at the current moment in kind of this limbo state. If it does turn out to be a ped seed, that's at least nice that we already checked Mire, because it'll probably be that our opponent does too. And so let's say, just hypothetically, like we did Mire and they did Ice Palace. If we read ped and it turns out ped is boots, we know we just have to rush to the boss of Ice Palace. Whereas they would have to full clear mire still to look for the big key and stuff like that. Is kind of my logic there. But I do like going over here. Again, if we find the boots, we're just in go mode, so that's kind of nice. We know now that shovel is useless for Aga, so that's also nice to know. Because boots is our go mode. Read this first. And on top of that, if we find boots here, it's not like we wasted a bunch of time because Mire was a crystal dungeon anyway. We were going to spend time in there no matter what. And we might have a leg up because if our opponent doesn't check desert, they might be on Master Sword in like Turtle Rock.
You know, there's a part of me that's also thinking those boots could be on Catfish. The ones that's all over there.
That's always true. But there was never really a great time to go to Catfish. In my opinion, at least. No, but with the flute, I will say, if we find Mir, like, we're checking pet, like 1,000,000%. No hair pot.
Okay.
No, you don't have to.
Well, you know, let's give it a shot.
You're just one. You need to go down one frame. Your shadow needs to be even with that dark red.
Even with the dark red?
Yeah, there's like a dark red line underneath you, like on the tile itself. You see how there's like a square of dark red there? Mm-hmm. Like right now you're right above it, you want to be even with that.
Okay.
There you go, I think that's right. Yep, and then down, pause buffer.
Yep.
Now, let's do one more try and then we'll just go and do it the normal way.
Alright.
That looked right. Yep, and go ahead and pause buffer your movement.
Yeah, unfortunately,
we're good.
I'm still not quite skilled at getting my pause buffers in while trying to hold my sword.
Nah, you're good.
Sometimes I think I need to remap my pause to like one of my triggers or something.
It's fine. It's worth trying. Hit that switch. Oh, you already did. Oh, your palette shuffle is messing with me.
Yeah, sorry.
Palette shuffle got me. I was like, what? How? Where?
Yeah.
And,
when I was...
let's get your hook shot out. And hook shot to the big chest. And then walk off it to the right side.
Walk off to the right side?
Yep.
Oh,
and
so
then hold right.
Oh, nice.
It's actually a little bit faster to do that than it is to go upstairs and fall down.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. See, I learn new stuff every single time. From all sorts of different mentors, so.
Yeah.
Yay.
Where are the boots? That's the question.
That's the question that we're all asking.
So Moldorm is either item or small key, and I think if it's small key, we do have to go and get that firelock chest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then our play, honestly, is we'll do Spike Cave, we'll save and quit, and we'll go do Ice.
Okay.
And then we'll just have to last location the catfish. Yep, basement time. That's fine though.
I have not had very many seeds that have been kind enough to not send me into the basement.
Also, don't do the AFK mode in the basement. We want to take damage to die.
Okay.
Because we want a death ward back to the front of the dungeon. So don't AFK mode, just take the damage.
Alright. The one time I want the mini Moldorm to come after me.
It's fine. Yeah, so we just have to hit this switch and then
Oh, it's nice that these guys deal hard.
yeah, just go stand in front of the door and let them punch in the door. And then when you get low to like 2 hearts or whatever, you can start splashing or whatever, or things like that. But yeah, so now I'm starting to get a little safe with it. Discord is doing its thing again, so I'm on stream you and Discord catches up.
Alright. Stop hogging the doorway there.
Ah, nice. Whew, thank God it didn't heal us.
I was gonna say, that's already happened in Misery Mire, so... That was...
Alright. So let's do Spike Cave. And then we'll go over to Ice. We'll save and quit to Ice, actually.
I need the hammer first.
Yep.
Hammer first, then hookshot,
And
then staff.
yeah, we have plenty of magic too, so
Yeah.
whee! Okay, save and quit. Go to the mountain, heal up fully, and then flute to 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's Ice Palace time.
Ice Palace was calling to you.
It was. I wanted to do it like what? Like 25, 30 minutes in?
Something like that.
I do love me some Ice Palace. This is fine though, because we'll be able to do Ice Palace into Green Pendant, and then like Catfish is such a cruddy check, but we would do that, have to do that last, I guess.
Yeah.
Finding a mirror here would be interesting. Again, you can just use hookshot to kill these guys.
Yeah. I was trying to get more of them
Yeah, it's fine.
initially.
Big key.
Ice physics. I hate ice physics.
Yeah. How do you feel about Ice Palace Bomb Jump?
Pretty good.
Okay. Because we don't have to do it, because we're probably going to full clear this dungeon anyway.
Yeah. Alright. Stop
So if you don't feel comfortable with it, it's one of those tricks that, like, it's good to know, but we're really not rushing to the boss, so it doesn't really save us all that much time to just do the dungeon vanilla, because we're still going to check all the other things. But if you want to do it for swag, more than welcome to.
Oh darn, that went out too early. Still working on the timing on that. From something I
Yeah,
saw the racer do.
it's pretty straight, or pretty tight, to get that to pull off. Yep. You have to hit the switch if you're doing Ice Palace Bomb Jump, otherwise. Yeah, golden. Nice. Very cleanly done. Now just be careful, don't let the fire rod hit you.
I have had that guy knock me off, and I've had to do the bomb jump of shame.
Yeah, I've also seen people, and here, if you just hold your sword out and press down right and release it as you're going diagonally, you'll kill them all. Or sorry, down left.
You've seen people, what?
I've seen people hook shot onto the block in the middle of the room.
Yeah. That's what's happened to me. Right, I don't have the boots. What am I thinking? Alright, kind of missing a small key that I need to do some stuff. How about we don't toss a bomb behind me? Wait, I don't have the... Yes, I do have the big key. Alright.
Yeah. I would have stopped you. I liked the play. I liked the being aggressive play. Okay.
So I've kind of committed to go after the boss now.
No. Just go down.
Oh, just go down and then work my way back up?
Yeah, go to Iced Tea and then go back up, and then once we finish that room up there, we will just run right back across that spike room and fall back down the hole and kill the boss after.
Alright. Forgot about the magic of coming up through it.
Yeah,
No! Doggone you guys.
Oh. At least you're gonna get a fairy.
Alright, come on.
So just walk straight, walk a little left and straight down. They won't hit you.
I see. Alright.
Yep, now just go right, grab the key from this first skull. Right there. And then you have to go hit the switch on that skull. And then we just leave the room.
Down here?
Down. Yeah, go down.
Oh.
That's
Help me.
fine. It's fine.
Alright, I haven't done this room in a while.
You saved it. You saved it. You saved it. You saved it. You're good.
Get going!
Powder? Get out of here with that. Oh, that would be so mean if it was a fetch quest for boots. And that they were hiding there the whole time. Yeah, so now we'll just go straight up.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you just sword. Yep, there you go.
No, stop crowding around there. I hate you guys so much.
Yeah, that area sucks. Okay. I hate this Randomized Palace. I can't believe this is kind of like how it used to be.
Honestly, I feel spoiled now if it makes me deviate from Icebreaker and going fast.
Okay, that was item number 2. Okay. We got the hook shot and boss. Yeah, hook shot, chest, and boss. And honestly, at this point, I think we kill the boss no matter what.
Yeah.
Yep, I think we kill it no matter what because we're running out of things to check. And we're right here, like this, going this route, we're gonna be right back at the boss here. Just hook shot up to that block. You can actually hook shot to the left. If you go to the left side of the stairs a little bit, you can hook shot yourself down into the stairs too. Yeah, I think we just use Bombos and then Fire Rod. Let's just kill this boss real quick. We've got the flute, so we can do Magic Powder and we can do Sahasrara really easily. Because that's kind of what we're left with, unfortunately. And this would still be fine, because this would still mean, whether it's Magic Powder or Sahasrara, if it's one of those two, we still have to,
We still have to have completed this.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
You guys have been giving me plenty of practice with that.
Okay, that's green pendant. I think we save and quit and do Sahasrara first.
Okay.
I don't know. They're both kind of gross. Yeah, Sahasrara first. Yes, definitely Sahasrara first, actually.
Okay.
If he gives us mirror, then we're going to fly over and check pedestal, and if nothing's on pedestal, then we'll check powder.
Okay.
You can, I don't know if it's faster to run or flute. It's about the same, I think.
Oh, right, I do have the flute.
I don't think it's that much of a time difference. I think fluting there is a little bit faster, but...
When I'm going to Sahasrara, I instinctively just go start running.
But if this is nothing, we're doing powder, and then if powder's nothing, we're going to the dark world and going to catfish. Huzzah! Okay, it's nothing. Dang,
no, I can flute. Duh.
Yeah. Flute to the village.
Yeah.
This is gross. The seed was so nice until it was gross. I'm telling you, what's going to happen is we're going to get this damn mirror and we're going to just go straight to the boss of Swamp Palace and pull Ped blind. I swear, this freaking seed right now. We wouldn't do that. We would go and check pedestal first, but... Because honestly, our only check that we have left after this is catfish. We've checked everything else before an hour and 30 minutes. It's like kind of crazy. Mirror. Cool. Well, do you want to just gamble on it being a ped seed? No, let's go up and read ped real quick.
Yeah.
Because if it's ped, we know we have to do swamp, and then we know we just have to do the bosses, right? And if it's not, we know we just have to full clear swamp. Yes, so go left here, all the way left. All the way left, yeah.
Oh, time for my favorite joke. Here's your sign.
That's a good one. Yep, and then just keep going straight up.
Yep. I did have one seed that...
Here comes the gotta go fast. You ready?
I was trying not to do ped, but was blocked by not having the boots.
Oh, okay. Let's flute to swamp. We're doing Swamp Palace still.
Okay.
Ooh, no. Let's flute to Meyer. Let's flute to Meyer.
All right.
And check checkerboard real quick.
Because we also have bombos and many other checks to make now that we have the mirror.
Yep. Well, we're doing checkerboard first, just because it's the quickest. And then what we'll do is we'll mirror and go to, well, after mirroring for this, we'll go to Link's house. And we'll check K45 into Swamp into Bombos, I think.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, so let's flute to...
Flute to house.
Flute to house. Too bad it's not Ambrosia, where it tells you where the boots are.
That is probably the one thing I miss about Ambrosia.
Ugh. Yeah, let's check K45 and then Bombos and then go into Swamp, I think. You could go, this way will work too, but you can also just go straight down and left.
I could have gone to the left.
It's way fewer screen transitions to do that. Oof. This sucks. But the worst part is it could still be catfish.
Yeah.
And so there is a part of me, if you want after Bombo's tablet to flute to the village and do Graveyard Ledge and Catfish and do Swamp last, we can do that. If you want to gamble that it's not in Swamp. No, go back at the portal. Go to Bombo's tablet. Because once we go into Swamp, we're basically committing to beat it.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset of routing in Catfish because that one's just been sitting there taunting me for so long. I'm really starting to think that may be where it could be at.
Okay. Yeah, we can do whatever your call is, because both of them I think are okay. For the same amount of time, I think you get more checks in Swamp, but we have had Catfish sitting there forever. And it is kind of nice to finish the overworld clears before diving Swamp. At least then we know boots are in Swamp.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can flute to 3 and check Graveyard Ledge and Catfish. And if they ask us in the post-game interview why we chose to do this, it's because Catfish had been sitting there forever. And, you know, part of me feels like the more common play is go to Swamp, and if we are behind, like, this could be a huge play. Because if somebody full clears Swamp and they're not in there and they're actually on Graveyard Ledge, like, okay, well, we just gained 6 minutes on somebody.
Yeah.
So
This is not at all like the seed that I completed yesterday. I remember having there was even quite a few on Death Mountain that I didn't even check. Everything was showing. Yeah,
this one's unfortunate. This one's unfortunate just because of the layout of what we're having to check. Like, it's gross. Nope. Well, we'll do Catfish. If it's on Catfish, that really sucks, but... Because if it's on Catfish, it means all this stuff we've been doing is useless, which means it's probably in Swamp, but we might as well just go do Catfish, get out of the way. We know it's then in Swamp, and we know from Swamp we'll be in Go mode.
Yeah.
And we already full cleared Misery Mire, so we just have to run through Misery Mire. We just have to run through Turtle Rock really quick. So yeah, we can Catfish, flute to 4, do Swamp. We'll find it where we find it. Because in a race like this, I feel like there's not a lot of like straight logic that can be followed super easily either. Like, if we could have gotten the mirror earlier, we at least could have gotten to Hera faster, but there's nothing that really saves us time. Oh, hey, Butter.
Alright.
Mirror and flute to 4. But like, this is one of those seeds where it just comes down to, okay, well, basically both runners are going to full clear the game. Who has better execution?
Yeah.
That's one of those things where it's like, if you feel like you've been executing very cleanly, you can just do Swamp normally. If you feel like you're behind a little bit, you can skip left side as maybe a gamble to find boots in the back. You know, especially if we don't find Big Key in the front. Like, okay, well, if we can gamble and skip left side. And then if we find boots, awesome. And if we don't, we'll probably find the Big Key so we can go back in and just do Big Key and left side at the same time. So that's another way to kind of look at a gamble you could play here that, you know, depending on how you're feeling about the game. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Omega's races, so I don't know his execution level.
Yeah, and I've been trying not to see what my opponent does.
Yeah. So with that, it's probably best for us to just do whatever you're comfortable with, which I'm probably assuming for most people at this point is just do left side swamp.
Depends on if we find those boots or not.
Well, yeah, if we find the boots.
Yeah, if we're just gonna have to double dip essentially and just go back after taking out the boss, then there's a part of me that's more inclined to just go do left side.
Right. The benefit to that is that if the boots are in the back of swamp, we just saved ourselves like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Downside is if they're not, we probably lost ourselves like a minute and a half. So the potential to gain is much bigger than the potential to lose, but it's still a risk.
Yeah. Well, then maybe we ought to just do that gamble. Or not.
Yeah, finding compass first chest makes it less desirable to do that, because you're kind of hoping that, you know, at the end of the day, the left side is like compass mirror, or compass map, I mean.
Yeah.
We'll do the wraparound chest and see what's in there. If that's map, we're definitely going left side, but we also don't have cane, so like, I don't know how comfortable you are with bomb diver down.
Not very. I have not.
Yeah, so
down for that yet.
So the other logic behind that is that we're basically going to be doing the left side vanilla anyway, so why not skip it? Because it's going to be vanilla whether we do it, you know, the first way or second way. But I don't know, man. It's all a gamble at this point.
Isn't that what these races come down to?
Pretty much.
What gamble pays off the most?
Pretty much. Shoot. Yeah, let's go left side. Go ahead and hit that switch, go down.
Yeah, I've tried to do bombs diver down, and I just have not been able to successfully pull it off.
Yeah, it's definitely more difficult than the smartest drop. Ugh, this is so ugly. Who rolled this seed? Burn them. Vortex did. What an asshole. I mean, the cool thing is that at this rate, we're pretty much going to full clear the game still in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as long as the boots are not like, you know, oh, actually, the boss here has the mushroom and you have to go do the mushroom now. I mean, unless we've forgotten something, but I've been trying to pay pretty close attention.
No, my tracker's not revealing much.
One item, ha ha ha. And boots. Damn it. So, I would like to say that even though it seems like it would have been a bad idea for a minute, my Ice Palace call was definitely a good one. There definitely was something in Ice Palace. No. That's one of the other reasons I like to skip left side, is because if I'm going to dive back in with the big key anyway, like especially with this being a last check, like there's no guarantee that I'm going to have the big key in the front half. Like if I'm diving back in anyway, I might as well just rush to the back, get that stuff, and then just take my time for that big key in left side. But it doesn't even matter because boots are going to be right here. That's really annoying that we saw Cane of Samaria right from the beginning, and it's the freaking boots that are like we know where our go mode is. We just need some boots.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Meant to hit that guy.
And boots. No.
Oh boy.
What a joy. And I think we found both map and compass and big key, so there's definitely an item in that chest. Boots! Damn it.
I mean, you called the blue mail on Death Mountain.
I did. That was back when I was good.
The boots are like, nope, we're gonna be extra sneaky.
Well, that was back when I was good at the game, I guess. This is gross, this is gross, this is gross, this is gross. I mean, it would have been nice if they were just on PED, like we would have at least just known, like, oh cool, we just have to go kill some bosses. Like we would have been in no mode, which would have been great. Ugh. And boots. Oh my god.
So, boots in the big chest then, huh?
Yep. Or a mushroom.
That's true. I keep forgetting about the mushroom.
Or the game is broken, or we skip something. Because we know where shovel is. We can't get it without boots. We've done both checks in Mire. We can't do anything in Turtle Rock. So, yeah, boots. See, the double dip of swamp was required anyway. I hate swamp. And mushroom. All right, let's go beat the game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's mirror.
Grab Samaria.
Yeah, flute to 3.
Oh boy.
Do you still have your red and your green potion?
Yes.
Okay, we're good. We don't need to get a blue potion then. We're golden. Use your boots. Use your boots.
Right, I have boots. I've been walking with them for so long without them.
Use them.
Right, I've got them. Jeez.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Then let's flute to 6. Bonk. Let's flute to 6. Just run straight to the boss in Mire.
And then
we'll
straight to Trinex.
Hopefully, yeah. That's the game plan. Cool. So the only thing we didn't do was Desert Palace completely, and we even still did that pretty much completely. So, yeehaw!
It's just one of those seeds.
It is. But again, I don't think that our routing is like that off, like kilter. Like, I don't, unless somebody like really god routed, like me when I said we should go to ice earlier. I think the last thing you're checking is it maybe not Swamp Palace, but definitely those mirror checks in Swamp kind of area. Kill. kill. Okay, wait, in this room, you're gonna want to go up and to the left.
Up into... Oh, drop down here.
No.
Oh.
That's fine. Drop down there, but you want to go through the up left door.
Oh, yeah. Instead of going around to the right.
Yeah, you want to go through this door. And then you want to go up.
Up, left, up.
Yep. Slightly faster. Hey, you want to go get that shovel? Boots! Boots! Use your boots!
Oh, man.
Oh,
missed it. Shoot. Right.
just redo it.
There.
Just a juicy little 2-hour full clear of a video game. It is kind of crazy though. Like I've done 2 of these already, and my mind was like totally in sync. It was like Ice Palace. Yeah, that'd be a terrible way to go. If we had done that and then routed it. Oh yeah, you didn't have to do that. Sorry, I was too busy making jokes.
Oh, that's okay. I need a little levity at this point.
It's fine. We'll still be done like what, 2:05, 2:10, maybe somewhere around there. As long as we don't have to do tile room too, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And we've got silvers, so just use silvers to nuke Vitreous.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite way to take him out.
So that's nice. Again, we already cleared this dungeon, so it's not like this was a time sink. We already did that time sink. On the plus side, we know that we know where all the items are. So if our opponent took any shortcuts, they may have not gotten that butter sword on Catfish. And that quick phase for Ganon is really going to help us out here at the end.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, and the quick Trinex. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna mirror flute to 1. Book it.
Use those boots that I finally got my hands on.
Yes. Use them. Use the power of the boots. Whee! And then just go right. You'll have iframes to go through. There you go. I don't think we ever even opened up Turtle Rock.
No.
You know what's really annoying about this? Is that if we had just played hardball and said, no, I'm not going up to Turtle Rock till there's no, like, I'm not going up to Hera till there's no other options, we actually would have found the mirror and all of this stuff to be able to do Tower of Hera and Turtle Rock together. What a ridiculous seed. This seed's goofy. Ugh.
I don't know, that sounds like the perfect seed for me.
I mean, again, I go back to, like, we're gonna full clear the seed in like 2:10. That's not bad time for a full clear.
Yeah.
Like, one of the goals that a lot of the mentors talk about is being able to clear any seed sub 2. So like this seed, if you're 2:10, like, okay, well that's just like 10 minutes of improvement. And even still, the routing for the seed did kind of suck. Like having to go up to Tower of Hera to back to up to back and like no mirror. Whenever you don't have a mirror, routing sucks. So. Come on, good TR logic. We're gonna rush TR, by the way.
Yeah.
If we find big chest, we're skipping lava bridge and big chest.
Okay.
Or big key, I mean. Otherwise, if we have to do it vanilla, we're not. But if we find the big key over here, holy moly, is that going to be exciting?
Oftentimes, I mean, statistically, I tend to get the big key over here more than anywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be at the latest lava bridge. Like, that's the latest place it could be, but, small key. Heart piece. Hey, refill. Nice. Nice.
You dare knock me off this thing.
Come on, give us a big key. I know you want to. Give us a big key.
Oh, my favorite things.
Move! Move, ball and chain guards. Dang it. Okay, it's on lava bridge. That's fine.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah.
Now, is it fast? Oh,
Now that we have to do lava bridge and can't steal the key, we can't do the fast strats. We have to go around a big chest, unfortunately. If you can steal this key, you can skip the big chest because the only way that bites you is if you have both, oh, what a douche. Just slash him, yeah. If you take one of his little body pieces off and just slash him with a gold sword, he'll die.
oh, okay.
No, the thing that,
Is it faster to go back the way we came? Or
yes,
go down
yes,
here?
yes, up, yeah. Anyways, if you get the big key earlier and you can steal that key off that guard or off that pokey guy there, you can skip the big chest because the only way that bites you is if both lava bridge and big chest have a small key, which only happens like 3% of the time.
Okay.
But because we didn't get that, we have to do the big chest here. So we just have to go out and around. Slowly but surely, we will make it. Just leave that bomb there. Don't turn around.
I was gonna say, sometimes you just
Don't check Mimic Cave, because I've done that before.
but sometimes you just decide to pick up the bomb in the wrong spot.
Ah, okay, we could have skipped this chest. But it's always good to know.
Yeah, because we still need one small key, right?
Yeah. We still need 2 small keys. One for that door and then one for laser bridge.
Well, when I was saying we still need one, I knew that we still had laser bridge. That's the one I was actually counting. It was perfectly logical and sensical in my mind.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I don't know. The seed was weird because if we caught a break, like, we would have had like a pretty good pretty good route going, but by not diving ice and then by choosing to route the overworld and stuff like that first, I think that it just is like, unfortunately we took some gambles and they didn't pay off.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Butter Sword Try next is pretty straightforward. Yeah, that is nice.
Alright.
Okay.
Now it's on to GT.
On to GT. Let's just go with key number 1. That'd be nice, right?
That would be nice.
I'd enjoy that. Just a nice, relaxing number 1 key slot. Yeah, I feel kind of rough because the route that this seed ended up taking, like, it is kind of a bummer because it would have been cleaned up a lot by that if we had done that Ice Palace play early. Because we would have checked powder at any point when we were over in that area. And then having Mirror, like, that would have made Tower of Hera faster. It would have made it to where we probably considered diving Swamp. Like, would have made the Desert Palace play faster. So that's an unfortunate one that, like, you know, it especially sucks when it's like you have that, like, gut feeling at the beginning. And you're like, Ice Palace is something. And then you're like, well, let's not. Okay, well, let's go get that small key.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, overall, it's fine. Again, we're looking at, you're at 159-ish right now.
Yeah.
So let's say it takes like 7-8 minutes to climb the tower. Like, we're still looking at sub 210, which for a full clear of a seed is nothing to scoff at. Hell, the bi-weekly seed, it took me 2 hours and 5 minutes still, so this is better than that garbage, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though it still required garbage Ice Palace. But yeah, now it's just a matter of running to the pig. I feel like going back and thinking about the seed, like if I watch the VOD back or anything like that, literally the only way to save time and route more effectively is to do Ice Palace earlier. Which bites, because you know it's a pendant and you don't want to do pendants. Oh well. Something to keep in mind for a future seed, I guess.
Yeah.
Ever since they put in this damn update, though, it seems like every seed is either Ice Palace or Turtle Rock required pendant. So these rooms up here, you know, you can use Fire Rod or Bow or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
That the Fire Rod is preferred for the skeletons because they're one of the few enemies that die, like, instantly when they're hit by the Fire Rod.
That don't burn.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
There's nothing on them to burn.
Hey, thanks for going down in that corner. I appreciate it. Get you before he goes on an adventure. I swear.
There we go.
I'm firing them in different directions than what I'm actually pressing. It's really
We want to use silver arrows for this boss if we can, because we're low on magic. And if silvers don't work, just 2 slashes with the gold sword does.
Oh yeah, walk right into them.
So no sword spins, just slash them.
Oh.
Beautiful. That's a 2 cycle. That was nice.
He almost got away from me though.
He did.
That was clutch.
That was very close. Ugh. Nice. It always feels so nice to do it too.
Should I grab the magic down here?
Yes. I think you're one shot short. Ugh.
Oh. You're not usually the one that gets left alone.
Right? That was weird. That was super strange.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, for the swag.
Now is it just 2 slashes?
Yeah.
I hang my head in shame.
That's fine. Use the boots. Yay, boots. Yeah, it's just 2 slashes with a gold sword.
Alright.
Just give yourself plenty of room away from him. Beautiful. And red mail.
That would be nice.
Damn.
Nope. You booger. Nope.
Man, this seed would have been amazing if the mushroom no, because we couldn't have fake powdered at any point because the cane was up there. Never mind.
Really?
This is ugly. Two. Four.
2 more. Really, guys?
You're horrible. Oh, there we go. Just do that one.
Oh, Aga, really?
That was ugly, ugly Aga positioning. My goodness. Ah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more hit and then use your cape through phase 2.
Yep, this is one thing I've learned.
So like one more for safety. We're good. Smack him.
Whoa!
Smack a pig.
I'm looking for some bacon tonight.
And go ahead and switch to silvers. So when he finishes these jumps, he'll always stay on the same level. So we're gonna try to get a silver hit in. So you want to slash him, silver him, and then try to still get torch glitch. It's tough to do, but so you're gonna want to step up. Yeah, right there. Slash, shoot, torch glitch. Beautiful. Slash, double. Oh, almost. Slash. That's okay. But like to do a really fast Ganon, that's what you kind of have to do. It's fine. Nice.
That was brutal.
GG's. The Aga 2 fight wasn't fun, that's for damn sure. Ah, darn.
I saw that.
They didn't full clear the game, I guess. Kind of shooting myself. I should have stuck harder to that Ice Palace gut feeling I had earlier on, but then I was like, what if we go to Ice and nothing's there and it's real bad?
Well, I mean, this just turned into... it really just turned into gambles all around.
Yeah, and we didn't really get any gambles that paid off. I felt like our execution was clean, but like our gambles that we tried just didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like checking for the boots in the Dark World instead of in Swamp, like that didn't pay off. And choosing to do Hera instead of, or leaving Ice Palace and choosing Desert instead, like diving Mire, none of those plays paid off.
Mm-hmm.
The only play that did pay off was going to Death Mountain early, it feels like. Do you want to do an interview?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna hop over into that call then in the green room.
Here we've got Crimson and CJ. Let me ask CJ first off. Is it SEJ or CJ?
Either works, but usually CJ.
Okay, because I kind of awkwardly avoided it a couple of times during the during the cast. So
That's fine. Don't even worry about it.
but yeah, how about that powder though?
Do you want to know where something was? Because we checked pretty much everything.
Yeah, about the only thing we didn't see was the mushroom.
Yeah, and even then you couldn't fake powder because reasons.
That king was busy laughing at us on top of the library shelf.
Yeah, I'm guessing the mushroom was buried in the grove. That's gonna be my guess. So if you really wanted to grab that mushroom, you gotta go fight the wizard.
So we asked Omega the same. Was there anything that you wanted to see less than the mirror when you got to Magic Bat?
Anything less? I mean, probably if we got the mushroom, that would have been the most undesirable thing to find there.
Yeah, even then, there's a little bit of hope still, but
Yeah.
you're still in the same situation.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you finally did see that mirror? Or I guess a better question would be, what were your thoughts when you found the flute?
Our thoughts when we found the flute, because that was what we found in Ice Palace, correct?
No, the flute was what you found on Hobo.
Oh, on Hobo. Honestly, really the thought that just kept coming to us was CJ just had this gut feeling that we needed to go into Ice Palace sooner, and ultimately the decision fell on me, and I'm like, no, let's go ahead and head up to Tower of Hera. So, it's like once we found the flute, okay, that gives us access into Mire for the Mire shed, but really it's like it just kept coming back to we really should have gone into Ice Palace sooner.
Yeah, I think I first brought up diving Ice Palace about 25 minutes into the seed because of the items we had gotten, but it just never felt like the right time. It always seemed like there was at least one more thing we could do real quick before diving Ice, and we just put it off too long.
Yeah, another thing that ended up making a huge difference is I brought up the flute because you ended up picking that up at least half an hour later than Omega did, and with it the book, and that sort of put Omega in a really good spot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were just kind of hoping that Omega was kind of doing some of the same checks as us. But this seed was just kind of it taunted us so much early on, and then we just found it withholding as we're trying to find that mirror, it's like, where's that mirror? Where are the boots? Okay, we need the boots. And it was brutal, but I think considering how much we actually did, clearing it in the time that we did was pretty substantial.
We kind of backed ourselves into a bad corner too, because we basically were, we found a lot of things and we're very easily boots from go mode. And so we really didn't want to have to check like pendants and things like that. We were just hoping that the boots were going to show up somewhere in the overworld. So even when we found the mirror, it was like, okay, well, if it's in swamp, like this is not good. So let's check the overworld, because at least, people would probably check swamp first. At that point, we were feeling like we need to make some gambles here, because the only gamble that really paid off was that early trip up Death Mountain. And other than that, like our Mire dive and our Desert Palace dive, like none of them seem to be paying off. So it's just one of those seeds where,
it's the seed you always hope that it's not going to be.
Yeah.
When you see those items. One thing that we actually brought up, I think when you were both walking over towards Eastern, was, okay, what do you usually think when you see that many items that soon? And I usually think, okay, this looks really nice, but I know that it's going to slow down to a crawl later on when you've got all of the checks open, and you've just got to pick where you want to guess that the next thing you need is.
Yeah, especially I've never had a seed that's given me both gloves in the same room. And, you start seeing something like that, and you feel really good initially, but then you're like, it does end up slowing down somewhere along the road, and for us it turned out to be those doggone boots.
Yeah, I often find the seeds that have a slower start end up, they sort of end up funneling you down the route a lot more reliably, but the seeds where you get a lot of the great items all really early, well then where do you follow? There's no breadcrumbs. So it's anybody's game after that slows down.
Crimson actually asked, like, right when we were about to go to Thieves Town or something like that, he's like, what does the seed like say to you when you get like all of these items? And I remember at that moment saying, Skullwoods or Ice Palace, like that's where we're gonna have to go. So pretty early on, it was pretty obvious. We just didn't stick to it.
So was there any point during Ice Palace, well, clearly not during, but after Ice Palace, that you realized that, as Gamachu pointed out in chat during the race, that it was Samaria locked? Cold Stare was Samaria locked due to the key logic. There was some speculation about whether CJ should have known that. He clearly didn't, having turned in the green pendant and then checked PED. Was there an aha moment at any point, or was that something that you didn't even?
No, that was just something that I lost track of when we were going through it.
I mean, considering this is his, third race today?
Yeah.
That was pointed out as well.
I did kind of book myself that this was my third mentor race today, so my brain is a little bit fried. But no, we were going through ice, and I'm trying to think of exactly what happened, but when we went over to left side, or when we found the third item, for some reason I thought that Cold Stare was going to have a compass when Cold Stare had a small key, right? Like for some reason in my head I thought we hadn't found compass. Like I just switched items up in my head when we were going through it, and so I thought, well, maybe, with that. And then I didn't see what the Cold Stare drop was because I had like a little glitch on Discord, and so I didn't see that it was small key. And yeah, that's kind of what led to those checks. If I had paid attention to either of those, it would have been a lot easier to say, okay, well, let's just leave the dungeon now and not worry about PED.
Well, and I also think that considering I was having some stream issues there early on, I know there were a couple of times where he had to go back to viewing my stream instead of my screen share. And, sometimes he may already have something, but I've already committed to something because there's that little bit of a lag.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think there were very many people who picked up on that logic. And we were lucky to have Gamachu in the chat and point it out. But I would hazard a guess that very few people who were watching, and probably zero of the people commentating, would have picked up on that logic without it being pointed out.
No, I should have picked up on it. I just, honestly, I'm being perfectly honest, I thought that we were missing a compass, not a small key.
Yeah, that was the one thing that Trinex said clued him in, is when they saw the compass, that was their cue to get out, because they forewent the Ice Palace bomb jump since they were short on bombs a little bit. They only had 2.
Oh, I told Crimson he could, but he wanted to do it for swag.
Hey, this seed didn't really give me much opportunity to show off some of my tricks. I had to do one at least.
A lot of the more popular glitches were just not really available.
Hey, there was at least bomb diver down. That was the option.
Yeah, and that's the only diver down I can't pull off right now. One of these days I'll be able to get it. But I mean, GG's, Omega, Trinex, you guys did a great job. I think CJ and I pulled off the best seed that we could have, considering some of the choices that he left in my hands.
Yeah, GG's to both of our runners. And any other final thoughts? Yeah, either of our runners.
I mean, nothing beyond that. This seed just kind of smoked me, but, I gave it my all, put my best out there, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I think on the terrible route that I sent him on, he did a pretty good job.
So some of those decisions were mine that I made.
It's all right. Is not the best seed, but it happens.
Yeah, I've played worse. Not by much, but I played worse.
Yeah, CJ and I made some comments about how at least this wasn't the bi-weekly seed.
Absolutely, that was a doozy this time around.
Mm-hmm.
And as it turns out, this is the last race of this week of the Mentor Tournament, with the later race having an unfortunate forfeit. So we'll be the next time we'll be streaming on the Go Mode podcast channel. We'll be into week 5, which is another open seed week with a mentor. So the schedule at the moment is TBD until the runners get their pairings, but we can look forward to some more streams later on this week. And I want to thank both of the runners and my restreamer, my commentator partner, Esmar. Thank you very much. This was a great race, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Also, like to thank our tracker and restreamer, ForceBev and Vortex. And yeah, if you're interested in this at all, give Go Mode Podcast a follow. Give all of our commentators, runners, mentors, restreamer, tracker. Give everybody a follow. Spread those follows around. It doesn't cost anything. But yeah, we'll be seeing you again next week.
Good game, everyone. Have a good one.
Yeah, take it easy.
GG's all around.
GG. Have a good night.
All right, and that is going to be it for this race. Thank you for those who were here supporting me through it. So my record now is 1-3, and hopefully with the next race, I mean, this one was just a doozy. But yeah, still hoping that we'll have a really good race next time. That's kind of what these are panning out to be. The more our record, the more that's revealed through our record, the closer we actually get paired up with people that are at the same level. So we've had some really close races this week. Proud of what me and CJ were able to do on this one. So yeah, I will be continuing to practice, and I will be here for week 5's race, and again, just giving it my all. So until the next stream, you guys, God bless, live strong for today.